Welcome to Saucy Cat. My name's Zoe, and you should know by now that I like dumplings. Dumpling soup, wontons, pot stickers, gnocchi, they're all good. But here's a fun one that I have finally learned how to make: vegan Shanghai soup dumplings. Let's get into it. Of course, the most important part of any soup dumpling is the soup. So place a pot onto the stove and heat up some sesame oil on medium-high. Plop in some minced garlic and minced ginger and saute for about a minute. Pour in some vegetable broth and soy sauce and bring to a simmer. Simmer for 10 minutes before adding the magic ingredient, Agar powder. Whisk in the powder until there are no clumps and it's fully mixed in. Agar powder is a gelatin substitute that will turn our soup into a jello, making it much easier to get into our dumplings later on. Pour the soup into a shallow dish and place it in the fridge for a couple hours until it is solid. Now's the time to make our dumpling wrappers. Store-bought is fine, but I'll be sticking with my delicious homemade wrappers. Link in the description if you want to learn how to make these bad boys. If using store-bought wrappers, you can go straight into the filling. First, let's crush a third block of tofu into a bowl. Next, finely chop up some bok choy. The finer it is, the better it'll fit into our dumplings. Add the bok choy to the bowl and follow it with some minced green onion. Let's flavor our filling a bit with some soy sauce and rice vinegar. Mix well so our filling is even. Grabbing our soup out of the fridge, it is now all solid. Use a fork to crush up the soup into fine little pieces. Add about half the crushed soup in with our filling and mix it in. Back to our wrappers now. Place about a teaspoon of filling into the center of one wrapper. Add another teaspoon for soup on top and begin closing the wrapper. To close the dumpling, first dip a finger in water and dampen the edge of the wrapper. Grab the wrapper and carefully fold and pinch the edge over the other edge. Continue pleating the wrapper until completely closed into a cute little ball. Continue with the rest of the wrappers and filling. They do like to stick together, so make sure your finished dumplings aren't touching each other. Time to cook these bad boys. Steaming is the way to go, and I got my brand new bamboo steamer just for these. No fear if you don't have one, check out my bao buns recipe to learn how to make a makeshift steamer. For the bamboo steamer, first bring a pot of water to boil. Place the steamer on top and place either parchment paper or some cabbage leaves on the tray. Place the dumplings on the tray, making sure they are not touching. You'll probably have to work in batches to get all the dumplings cooked. Alternatively, you can freeze some and save them for later. Cover the steamer with the lid and steam the dumplings for 10 to 12 minutes. Carefully remove the dumplings and finally, we can serve this dish. Now first, you gotta nibble the end off to let out the steam. Already good. And then, totally optional, you dip it in the sauce made from a simple soy sauce and black rice vinegar. And then you just go all in. I won't say much about the wrapping because I've already made them before and I already know they're amazing. But the filling is really good. It's so fun having soup already in the dumpling, and it pairs really well with this sauce that just kind of impacts it a little more. Well, that does it for today. Let me know what your favorite dumplings are down in the comments. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Saucy Cat. Well, that does it for today. Let me know what favorite your dumplings are.
Yes.